I don't think they should be allowed to serve in the United States military.
I just want to follow up an earlier question on your initial comments on free trade. When you were talking about Japan, you said something along the lines of, you wanted to say to them, if you take our rights, we take your cars. A lot of people are going to interpret that as sort of a slur on Japanese Americans, the way they might speak. Would they be wrong in interpreting that? Why did you use that phraseology?
I just use phraseology because some people speak broken English. It's not a reflection on their ability to speak the English language. It wasn't meant as any sort of a position or against the Japanese. I tell you, I admire the Japanese people. I respect the Japanese people greatly.
Okay,
you got to deal with this on a fair basis.
Why did you use that, bro? Why did you use
I use that because that's maybe how some people would say it, and that just brought the issue.
Hi, I'm Bill Baxter.
And I'm Frankie Tarkington.
Welcome to the Politically Correct Cabaret. Tonight I can tell you a few things you won't be seeing or hearing.
We won't refer to minorities as niggers, spics, chinks, slant eyes, goofs, spooks, limeys, honkies, croissants, or wetbacks.
We won't refer to women as tomatoes, tarts, honeys, candies, cherries, plums, or any other fruit or vegetable.
Individuals that prefer their own sex will be referred to as lesbos, queers, fags, fruits, fairies, homos, chili eaters, diesel bites, or butches.
What you will hear is the New Age thought speak advocated by many women and minorities. All name will have a non-Anglo, non-gender bias. No more manholes.
Minorities will be referred to simply by their racial history. Afro-Americans, for example.
Actually, to be politically correct, you can't say that. By cutting African in half, it implies it's a lesser word than Americans.
Oh, well then as hosts...
According to the non-gender bias book, you have to say host and hostess. Host would imply a subordination of women and reflect an inferior status.
Oh.
Of course I shouldn't have cut you off. That reinforces the stereotype of male conversation dominance and makes you, as a woman, look inferior in the eyes of other men.
I see. Well, anyway, I guess what you will be hearing and seeing is a lot of conformity to values imposed on one's free speech by the liberal organizations that now censor and alter the words and thoughts of others in order to make them unoffensive to anyone.
That sounds really dull.
You're right. Let's just frick being correct and get the frick out of here.
No, you can say fuck. Because it was just the coffee clutch that didn't allow us to say
Thank you. To begin with, I'd like to thank the League of Wombat Voters for arranging this discussion, and I'd like to add I'm really glad to see so many mammals.
Excuse me, Mr. Polar Bear, but I am a Komodo dragon, a reptile, not a mammal. And mammal-centric remarks are truly inappropriate.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Well, I hope this meeting of the minds...
I resent that remark, sir. As an amoeba, I have no mind. I submit that you amend your opening remarks to include those species of mono or plural cellular nature.
Right on, Assembly, right on!
Yes, of course. I support all lifestyles. How about animals?
As a single-celled organism, not technically alive, I prefer organic being.
Yes, well, I want to address the concerns of all organic beings because I feel like I'm the best candidate for the job, and I want all of you to think so as well. Are there any questions? Mr. Bald Eagle.
I want to know what you're going to do about all those goddamn iguanas coming into the country from
pardon me. But this is just another example of this country's rampant aviarchism. And I would say this blatant discrimination is a far better topic.
Just my point, Mr. Polar Bear. Discrimination. We have to protect the superior species from foreign subversion.
Gee, Baldy, the country's open to animals of all classes and genuses.
Beings, you philemist. Not everyone is an animal. You're insulting every microscopic organism on your body. There are a lot more amoebas than there are bald eagles, you know.
Exactly. We are an endangered species. I don't care about amoebas or mammals or even those damn bugs from China, but avian supremacy in the future!
This display of intolerance is disgusting. How truly inferior.
And animals, like...
Beings!
Shut up, you little asexual pervert!
Hey! Just because I have sex a little different from
Animals!
you.
Bees! Please just listen to me!
Different? You have sex with yourself, pervert. You're going to hell. It's in the Bible. Mr. Pulliver, how many more reasons do we need to protect the superior species?
You don't really expect a white mammal like him to subvert the great white patriarch's oppression, do you?
I'd like to help, I really would, but I'm only running for human catcher, not really any position of authority.